Hello, fifth graders. Welcome to this video, and today we're going to go through lesson 25, and we're going to learn multiplying decimals, multiplication, division, and addition and subtraction. So let's get started. The first one we're going to learn is multiplying decimals, and we're going to work on number 2 and 3 together. So number 2, we have 0.7 times 0.6. So when we multiply the decimals, we're going to take out the decimal point. We're gonna take care of the decimal point later, so for now we just take it out. So it's going to be 7 times 6, right? So this will be 42. And now we look at the decimal point. So what we really have to focus on is how many digits are behind the decimal point. So there are 7 here and 6 here, right? So 1 and 2. So there are 2 digits behind the decimal point. So it should be the same for the final answer. So we have 42 here, and there must be 2 digits behind the decimal point. So decimal point will be 1, 2 here. So the answer will be 0.42. Okay, let's do one more example. So we have 0.7 times 0.09. And again, we're going to take out the decimal point for now. So it's going to be 7 times 9. 7 times 9 is 63. And we'll get the decimal point. So how many digits are behind the decimal point? For this one, we have 7. And here we have 2 digits behind the decimal point, 0 and 9. Because this is 0.09. Okay? So in total, we have 3 digits behind the decimal point. So it should be the same for this answer. So this answer should have 3 digits behind the decimal point too. So we're going to go to the left by 3. So 1, 2, 3. So there should be a decimal point, and we're going to fill in this space with 0. Okay. So this will be 0.063. Okay. So we have 3 digits behind the decimal point. All right. And the next one is multiplication. We're going to work on number 2, and we have 5,634 times 2. I wrote it in this way, so it can be easier for us to solve. So I'm going to go by this order. So I'm gonna multiply this ones place first, and then tens place, and the hundreds place, and then thousands place. So this column first, and then this. Okay. So let's multiply. So 4 times 2 is 8. So I'm going to write 8 here. And then I multiply this tens place with 2. 3 times 2 is 6. And then 6 times 2 is 12. So I'm going to write 2 here, and then I'm going to move 1 up here. And then I'm going to add this 1 with 5 times 2. So 5 times 2 is 10. So I'm going to add 1 here, so it will be 11. Okay. So this will be the final answer. All right. So the next one is division, and we're going to do number 2. So we have 8,435 divided by 5. And I'm going to write it for long division. Sorry for my bad writing. Divided by 5. So when we divide, we go by the order, which is the number that is closest to the divisor. So we go with the thousands place first, and the hundreds place, and the tens place, and the ones place. So 5 goes into 8, and we're going to have 1 here because 1 times 5 is 5, and 2 times 5 is 10, which is bigger than 8. So it should be 1. So 1 times 5 is 5, and then we subtract. We have 3 here, and then 4 comes here. So it will be 34. So now 5 goes into 34. How many? 6, right? Because 6 times 5 is 30, and 7 times 5 is 35, which is bigger than 34. So it cannot be, excuse me. So 6 times 5 is 30, so 30 comes here, and then we subtract it again. So 34 minus 30 is 4, and then 3 comes here. So it becomes 43. So now 5 goes into 43, and it will be 8 because 8 times 5 is 40. So we write 40 here, and then we subtract it again. 43 minus 40 is 3, and then 5 comes here, so it becomes 35. 5 times 7 is 35, so we write 35 here, and then the remainder is 0. So this will be the final answer. So 8,435 divided by 5 is 1,687. All right. The next one is addition and subtraction. So we're going to find the missing number, and the example we're gonna work on is number 1. So it is 1,898 minus 679. So I wrote it in this way. So again, this is much easier to solve. For this case, for this one, we're gonna go by the order, the same way we did to the multiplication. So ones place first, and then tens place, and then hundreds place, and then thousands place. So we go with this one first, and then this one, this one, this one. Okay, so let's go. So 8 minus 9. We cannot do that, right? Because 9 is bigger than 8, and we're dividing 9 from 8. So now we're going to borrow a number. So this 9 will become 8, and we're going to give this 1 here. So now it becomes like 18 because we're borrowing 1 from there. So 18 minus 9, we have 9, right? Now this is not 9, now it became 8 because we just gave 1 here. So now it is 8 minus 7. 8 minus 7 is 1, and the 8 minus 6 is 2. And then there's nothing here, so 1 just comes here. So 1. So the final answer will be 1,219. Okay, so this is it for today's lesson. And thank you for watching, and see you guys on the next video.